Hi everyone, welcome back to Simply Neutral. In today's video, we're going to be setting up my bullet journal for 2020. I know it's a little late, but better late than never, right? So I'll be using this Leuchtturm 1917 dotted notebook. And for those of you guys who don't know, I've been using this bullet journal system for the last 4 or 5 years now, and I really love it. I'm never looking back. So I got in this really nice turquoise color, but I will be covering it with this Kikki.k Planner cover that I got about a year ago. So I actually used this for my previous job. As you can see, I have it embossed with my initials, CV, and I just really love it. And the great thing is that this notebook fits perfectly in it. So let's open it up. I love the interior. It has its own pen loop. I love using the Muji pen in the 0.38, and the great thing is that it has pockets. Who doesn't love pockets, right? So I have my ruler here, I have a few post-it notes, and then I have these post-it page markers or bookmarks, whatever. So let me show you how easily it fits in this. Ta-da! All right, let's get started. So my style with bullet journaling is very simple. When I first started bullet journaling a few years ago, I did play around with decorating and doodling and actually making themes like the ones that you see here on YouTube. There are a lot of bullet journalists that do that, and it's just all so beautiful. But for me personally, I just find it very distracting. So that's why now my only form of decorating, like my pages, are using stickers, and every now and then I'll add cute little ornamental things and different shapes. Some of you guys know that I love triangles, so I replace my bullet points with triangles instead. And as you can see with my titles, I write in cursive. And I find that with writing in cursive, it's very whimsical, so I find that to be very decorative in a way, so that's why I stick with writing my titles in cursive. So with my future log for 2020, this setup I've never done before with using the actual calendar style. Before, when I first did my future log, I only used 2 pages and was able to put all 12 months on there, but I like this setup a lot just because there's a lot more room. I keep track of birthdays, special events, holidays. And I also am starting to keep track of the moon cycles. I love to set my intentions for every full moon and new moon, so I like to keep track of the days that it falls on. And as you can see, I did plan my pages out in pencil, so that's why you see it. I'm just tracing over everything that I wrote beforehand. I just wanted to set everything up before filming because I didn't want to take up too much time. So the sticker set that I currently use are from Bando, and I love these sticker sets. Everything is just so cute. So they do feature a few illustrators that I recognize from Instagram, and I think it's so cool that they did that. They have really cute designs and illustrations in there, so I believe they were $12 for a sticker pack, and I think it's definitely worth it. Alright, so this page right here is going to be my affirmation page. So each month I will dedicate a page for an affirmation that I can repeat to myself every month. Yeah, I just think affirmations are super helpful for my overall well-being. So I decided that each month I'm going to use different stickers that remind me of the season or the month. So January, it's still winter time. So the dark blue color reminds me of winter and just the cold season. And the way that I pick an affirmation is through this deck. It's called The Universe Has My Back. So what I do is I just shuffle it. I repeat to myself things like, what's an affirmation that will help me through January of 2020? What's a message that I need to repeat to myself? Something like that. And I just wait until a card jumps out for me, and the one that jumped out was perfect because this is one of the affirmations that I usually repeat to myself anyway. Energy flows where my intention goes. All right, now to my monthly log. I believe this setup is what Ryder Carroll does, or I don't remember which one I saw, but I've been sticking with this particular style and layout for the past, I would say, 3 or 4 years now, and I haven't changed it up because I really like this simplicity of it. I just really love the setup, so I haven't changed it. I don't know if I'm ever going to change it. I have this post-it note with the key, and I put on a post-it because I always forget what keys I put on my monthly log. I keep it in the front, and then I'll move it when I create the new page. So yeah, I keep track of my period, my work schedule, my payday, stuff like that. The next 2 pages are going to be for my monthly expenses. So the first page will be for my bills, and then the second page will be for other expenses. In my old bullet journals, I used to have my monthly bills on their own page. Like I used to have them in the beginning of the year. After my future log, I used to just keep maybe 2 pages dedicated for like all my bills for that whole year. But I wanted to try something different and just do it every month. So let's see if I like this setup better. So I do have an app to my bank, and they, of course, they keep track of all the expenses, but they all just kind of get lost in there. And sometimes, like if I pay with cash, I just forget about it. So it's nice to have an overview of how much I spend, whether I use cash or debit. At least I know how much I spend each month. I definitely want to try to spend less this year and save more. So yeah, let's see how that goes. So for my daily log, it's very simple. So I just put the date, the day, and then I use regular bullets for my tasks, and then I X out when I finish a task. So this year, I have made a goal for myself to read more books, so I'm making a book list. I don't know why, but last year I bought so many books on Kindle, and I haven't gone through most of them. I probably just finished maybe 2 out of I don't know how many. So I'm trying to get through all those this year. Wish me luck, because there's a ton to go through. So yeah, for this page, I'll just write down the title, the author, the day that I started it, and then when I completed it. And I also keep track of if I read it on Kindle or if I'm listening to it on Audible. And then the next 2 pages are going to be for my YouTube video ideas. So I make a separate index for that just because I did this before in my old bullet journal and I really loved it. Before, I used to highlight the edge of the paper so it would be easier for me to find the page. So I'm going to continue doing it, but for this one, I'm going to be using a washi tape. So what I do is just write the title of the video idea and then what page to go to. Alright, so this next page is just an example of the kind of list that I like to make. If you know me, I'm a huge list maker. So this list is from a video that I watched from Lauren Singer. She is all about zero waste, and she is the CEO of Package Free Shop. I'm learning more about zero waste, and just as a disclaimer, I'm not zero waste, but there are certain things that I implement into my life, you know, like using reusable cups and all that. So this one I definitely want to try just because I'm all about home remedies, so I definitely want to try and make my own cold and flu medicine as opposed to actually buying it at the store. And I'm all about using natural ingredients and just ingredients that you can find at home. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link down below to the video that I watched. So that's how I set up my 2020 bullet journal. I hope you guys found some inspiration from this video, and definitely follow my Instagram because every now and then I'll post up some pages that you don't see on this video. Like recently, I did add pages to keep track of my plant babies. So if you want to see how I set that up, definitely check out my Instagram at Simply Neutral. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't, and make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more videos like this one. And that is all for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Live simply, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!